Hey guys. Welcome in Grima, welcome in Emmy, welcome in Loki. How you guys doing? Loki, I hope you're feeling better. Seems like your recovery is coming along nicely, so I'm happy to hear that. Ave, uni is so tiring. I'm so sorry. I was chatting with one of my coworkers about the uni days. I think the tiresomeness that I felt back in college is similar to the tiredness I'm feeling now, where I can't even make the excuse that like, hey, work is tiring, but at least I can leave work behind when I come home. Lately, I've had to bring work back home with me, and it's just making it that much more exhausting. I suppose the only silver lining is that at least I get paid, unlike college, where I was paying for this suffering. I gotta finish a written text and also prepare what to teach my physics classmates tomorrow. Tomorrow? Oh no, Emmy. Did you not have the opportunity to work on any of that stuff earlier? I mean, if that's the case, you should probably just like mute my stream and do your homework. Don't let me distract you, please. Anything need repaired? Claude's killer bow, please. I can't believe I'm almost out of black sand steel. Thank you for that, Bets. It's just review, but stuff is catching up to me. I know that feeling. The past couple of weeks, I haven't been able to do like any of my own work up until like just today. Today was the first time I was able to work on my own things. Not that I got very much of it done, but hey, at least I got to start on my own things today. Probably returns when I finish the written text. All right, sounds good. I mean, by the time you return, we'll probably be on like the second week of the month anyways. Although, I think I did consider not doing any more paralogs for the rest of this game. And only doing, what's it called? Only doing monastery exploration. And maybe seminars, but essentially we're cutting out the longest part of the game, which is doing skirmishes. And I think we'll be fine. All things considered. I feel like I'm over leveled for the story anyways. With the exception of maybe like Dorothea. And Marianne. Well, Marianne's always been the weaker side. I guess just Dorothea, but even then, Dorothea's been catching up pretty quick. The issue is that like my team level is like the difference between my highest and lowest level person is 7 levels. So even if I try to level up Dorothea, it's too difficult because we're entering skirmishes that are level scaled to Byleth and Claude. And so Dorothea doesn't actually get enough, like isn't strong enough to take out any units by herself. And so she doesn't really get fed that much EXP. And I didn't end up doing the paralog. I think it was it like the Hahnemann and I keep forgetting what her name, Manuela paralog that gives you the EXP orb. I didn't end up doing that one. So I think my team is probably strong enough to get through at least like maybe the next couple of chapters, story chapters without requiring any sort of paralogs and stuff. So for the sake of saving time, I think it'll be a good idea just to only do explorations at this point. Yeah, oh, I did have one whole bullion, 2 speed carrots, and a pomegranate. Who needs the speed and who needs the dex? I think Raphael has plenty of no, I don't want to say he's plenty of speed. Honestly, he just needs more magic. I think I mentioned like also I like foolishly turned Raphael into a bishop. And so he's like splitting up his time across different like classes. Duality, welcome in. Small Ave, it has escape containment and is chilling besides chat. Okay. Should have a small. I don't have a small. Have you heard of Unicorn Overlord? It's based on Fire Emblem combat. Why, in fact, I have heard of Unicorn Overlord. I've played enough of it to know that it actually has very little to do with Fire Emblem combat. It is more based off of, you're never gonna believe this, hey shoots. It's actually based off of the, what is it, the ogre battle style of tactical combat. But TFT Queen, welcome in. Yes, we have played Unicorn Overlord. It's one of my all-time favorite strategy games of, when did it come out, 2024? Ogre battle type, what is that? It's like Unicorn Overlords are not all available somewhere, right? That is correct, it's not all available. I do plan on doing another playthrough at some point. I promised that I would do an all-girls run, an all-girls challenge run, where like 40% of the girls are going to be named Emmy, just to rub it in. But really, I thought it seemed pretty similar. So I think you guys are familiar with, did you kiss the cousin that kind of looks like your mom? I didn't. I ended up kissing what's his name again? When Overlord, the good boy, the goodest boy. You remember his name? Rex? I ended up kissing Rex. Then you played it for nothing? No. I would do anything for Rex, okay? He is the goodest boy. Sounds like a memorable kiss, very memorable. Always seen one of those. Rex, you could do boy x boy. I thought you could only do girls. No, you can do boy x boy too. As soon as I learned that you could give the maiden's ring to any character you want, I was like, my boy Rex, he's gonna be with me for the rest of my life. You cannot make Elena a girl. That is correct. So that's gonna prove very interesting for how to do some story some story related stuff without having access to a lane in my girls only run. So we'll have to think about how we want to use those rules. Being a Japanese pro tech comes with or it doesn't work. Unless you're a Fire Emblem character, of course. We've seen a video of a girls only run, actually. I might have to
if it helps.
What's the word? I might have to do a little research on it. I don't want to copy exactly what they do though. I just want to make sure that like I'm not soft locking myself at any point, or if I get close to soft locking myself, you know, how can we prevent ourselves from being soft locked? But anyways, yeah, I'm a big fan of Unicorn Overlord. I'm constantly telling people to play really any Vanillaware game. If you got the money, and there's a vanillaware game on sale, I always recommend people play it. I remember you were obsessed with it when it came out. It was so fun. I do want to play it again. There's also a second run they did where they used only non-gender lock classes, and they proved you could do the not true ending without using a lane. That was neat. Yeah. It's going to be extra challenging because it's been a while since I last played it. So I feel like it's going to be almost a refreshing experience. Oh, it's easy on sale and never got the time. Yeah. It is a pretty long game, all things considered. But yeah, no, I'm not a cousin kisser. I haven't been a cousin kisser since Fates. I think that was the only time. I think I only ever romanced Azura once. More out of curiosity than anything, but yeah, I'm no cousin kisser. Abilities. Oh no, everything's fine here. Okay. All right, so I can get A with Lysithea, but I think we already agreed to have Lysithea and Claude get together this run, and have Hilda and Raphael. Marianne doesn't really get to get with anyone. Ballerthus, and yeah, I don't want to do that. Oh, we can find out what happened with between Bernie and Yuri too. I guess Dorothy and Sylvain. I'm not a fan of this ship, but there's literally no other option for Dorothea. Pretty sure. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really matter. There was one. Okay, let's explore. Oh, I still don't know what I'm supposed to turn in for the supply run, to be honest. Dried vegetables and peach currants, which I think you have to grow. Were you guys here when I said, wow, I can't believe you can grow food in the garden? Not the brightest moment of my life. Actually, who should I? Who needs, like... Honestly, I think I need to speedrun Raphael to like S rank tomes as soon as possible. His damage is really falling off, and he kind of desperately needs tome fare. So I think that's not a terrible idea. The fair skills are crit, right? No, the fair skills are just +5 extra might. And you can stack them. So you can get a tome fair skill, I think, from getting the S rank version of a particular weapon skill. And if the job you were using also gives tome fair, then they stack for a combined +10 might. The tricky part is just that Raphael has negative affinity with reason, and so it takes a long time to actually build up his reason to S. yes, I could give him the knowledge gem, but then how did Raphael hit his limit before I did? Okay, we're both good. Surprising fortitude from Byleth this time. Usually Byleth struggles to keep up. Yeah, and then if you combine 2 stacks of Tome Fair with Fiendish Blow, I think Fiendish Blow is another 6 mag for a total of 16 might. Which Raphael kind of needs in order to keep up with, you know, someone like Constance who has 46 might. So that's how things are right now. I don't see any quests to pick up, so how's everyone's mood? Oh, you know what? I should go to the greenhouse. I think another thing we were talking about is instead of growing speed carrots, we're gonna start growing magic grass, and we're gonna feed Raphael some magic grass instead. You have a brave bow. Who needs the dex? I think you have plus. What skills do you have again? Oh no, your dex is actually not that high. I mean, actually 21 dex is not that bad, I feel like. Maybe it's not super high for a physical user. I know like Hilda's dex really low, but at least she has that plus 20 hit to make up for it. And Sir Sylvain has his plus 4 dex to help out. I don't know why, but I'm just picturing you holding the dude down and acting like a bully, just shoving grass into his face and telling him it's magic and good for him. I think that joke I made the last time we streamed this game was we were giving him magic weed. Because that'll really help with his studies, you know. That was the first thought, but the second one took over. Oh, he has the accuracy ring. Give you the brave axe? Who can benefit from the brave axe? Honestly, probably Bullier. Who uses the brave bow? Honestly, I feel like I've been using the word honestly a lot. No one here uses the brave bow except for, I guess Shamir has to use the brave bow. There we go. I can't believe I'm still making Yuri use an iron sword. But then iron swords is the only weapon that doesn't slow him down. At least maybe I can like swap him from an iron bow. Or maybe not. Actually, yeah, I can. At least from an iron, I can give an iron bow plus. Okay. Let's do some gardening. I think I get another premium magic herb, so all yellow seeds. Raphael, eat this grass. There we go. So he's gonna end up with, I think, 33 magic by the end of this. I keep growing magic herbs.
Professor!
Pond snail. Okay.
Professor!
And so let's go eat some food. I guess we will cook some speed fish. That's always nice to have. Swift fish gratin. I have enough for the rest of the game.
Fun. A little more secret spice and hey, no peeking.
I don't know why Bernadetta doesn't want me to look at her secret spices. What's today's special? Pheasant roast with berry sauce. Oh, everyone's already happy enough. Interesting. Well,
You know if your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them.
you can tell your muscles are feeling.
Of course. If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well then I'm hungry too. What's with the confused face,
Sprat.
Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
I mean, like, Raphael's probably onto something.
There is still.
How you doing, Spread? Everyone's hanging out over here. Every time I load up this game, I forget what the buttons are. I feel like Sedith has not moved from this spot. If I do, so actually I should be able to get alert stance plus after this.
What?
Finally finished stories 3. My brain can rest now. Wow, you went through the entire game already?
That's how the
I feel like it's only been like a month. Good job. Hey, left stance plus. Very nice. Okay, so I'm done with learning flying. So now I can probably spend the rest of my time learning armored and axes. I think that sounds right.
Each time, war is always a cruel affair. I couldn't agree. Oh, it's called an.
So that doesn't help.
Claude
Can
said
you
it could
teach
use
me
some
axes?
refinement. Any
We could-
ideas?
We can dress Claude as a woman.
Claude dressed as a woman. On second thought, let's just...
I was grinding all night and I wanted my deviant monsties. What's a deviant monstie?
This
Plus, that's good. The next door, I should be able to get my axe up even further.
I think
Shamir, I think, is
With
only
this
bow
strategy,
and...
we can really snatch victory from the jaws of deceit. Yes, with you leading our fighters, I've no doubt the Empire will suffer an embarrassing deceit. Get it?
Okay. Sure.
Please, I've reached. I'll have to recruit.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Cynthia, Ignatz, Dorothea, Judith, Sylvain, Marianne, Catherine, Leonie. I guess the last one's Anna. I don't know anyone else who might be able to teach me axes. Hey, Donut, welcome in.
No sale. A clap. You gotta keep.
Monsters from Generations Ultimate, they're basically their strongest subspecies.
Clap. You gotta keep. Welcome.
Anything from the secret shop? I wonder if the secret shop updates. It doesn't seem to update.
Come back
Valstrax, my beloved.
Hello.
Are they ever gonna add Valstrax to Wilds?
Tell your friends.
You hope so. You need Valstrax.
Welcome.
No, I don't think we've ever fought Valstrax together. Actually, we never played Rise or World together, did we?
Come back soon.
That's right. We haven't never too late to get back to it. My hands ache every time I think about playing Monster Hunter again. That's 0 weight. Oh, maybe I'll give this to Sylvain because he's honestly the only. Where did I get the lamppost shield from? Did I get it from poor Ferdy? Ferdy, he was our friend, Ferdy. Is that where I got the lamppost shield? It probably was. Granted, I need to get high rank on Rise. I'm barely 5 hours in. Hey, Firestar, thank you for the community posture check and hydrate. Everyone, please take a sip of water and check your posture. Birdie was our friend and he's dead. How will we ever recover from this? Sometimes being Ferdy's biggest op does not mean you feel good about sending him to Sothis. It sucks that we have Rise on Switch and can't play with you. Meow. It's kind of tragic that they didn't add cross support for any other Monster Hunter game besides, well, I guess World, right? How many more activities? But I have 2 activities. What am I supposed to do with these 2 activities? No, we just also don't have online. I need to cancel my online. I feel like I've been paying online for the past couple of years and I've never used it. What a terrible waste of money. Greetings from the back aisle of Lowe's. What are you doing in Lowe's? Wilds does have cross support.
Need something?
I
See
have
you again
nothing.
soon.
How come they haven't cleaned this giant fucking pile of debris yet? Also, where did it come from? The ceiling? Yeah, I guess it came from that part of the ceiling. Why haven't they cleaned it up yet? Their beloved, whatever it is. I mean, if I have 2 activities left, I may as well just do like the tournament and maybe the choir. Spending money on new storage solutions, very nice. We're waiting on a guide to get something down from on high.
Don't want people thinking I'm
The people
vying
are
for
lazy
attention.
cleaning that up. They don't got magic.
That is too loud.
Don't they got magic?
I can't.
You know, after playing some of Rise, I kind of get why if you played World first, you would not like Rise. Feels more like a
Professor.
sequel to Generations than to World. Yeah, but that's like 2 hours worth of cleaning. Ugh, we really don't see it having started with Rise. Hopefully, having better storage solutions will result in more organization of stuff. $36 or higher. Guess I'm sending in Balthus.
You're a
Don't
pitiful
that
sight.
have interns that need punishment? I mean, tasks that could clean up. I don't think there are interns anymore. We're in the middle of a war. Wait a minute. Gauntlet? Hold up. Gauntlet tournament sounds unbelievably broken because then you're guaranteed to have the 2 times, at least the 2 times attack. Whereas everyone you're fighting is never gonna like who thought it would be a good idea to have a fist tournament? This is ridiculous.
Fresh out of luck.
I love Rising Spiral Slash. Thanks for the lurk, Duality. I like Rise, but the Wilds Insect Glade calls to me. That's funny because I thought like a lot of people preferred the World Insect Glade over the Wilds one. I thought people found the Wilds one to be a lot more dumbed down, I guess, because they can't be like infinitely in the air anymore. Balthus Gaming. This is like ridiculously broken. I could point out I have actually studied that period of British history a lot. Which period of British history? How was the War of the Roses inspired game? I think it was fun. I think it shows a lot of promise. It's still quite rough around the edges. I can't speak for its historical accuracy, but I think it has a lot of neat ideas associated with it. But it being from what we could see of the demo, it still needs quite a bit of work.
You're fresh out of luck.
Dave, are you a white or red rose supporter? I honestly don't know who was on which side.
You're fresh out of luck.
I'm on Team Emmy. I'm a yellow bellflower kind of guy. Game of Thrones and Tactics War of the Lions are both War of the Roses inspired. Oh, I see. We're done. Let's go instruct. That weeb sure can yap. Eliza Raid. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, Daya. Where's my $2? Raphael. It's gonna take us so long to get him to S rank reason. Dude is here to help. We'll be back. Thank you. We'll see you later. Wonder if it's possible to get into S in a normal run. You mean like without funneling or what? He's been A for 7 centuries. Are you really? See that he's been at A for 7 centuries because one, he runs out of magic, so he can't farm reason the same way you can use like a broken weapon to farm weapon skill. And the other thing is that he keeps one-shotting everything, so he only gets 1 point of EXP. There's a lot of issues.
That was... That...
Imagine being too good.
I'm a quick.
I could do... You see, I shall... My efforts... There is room.
All right, who else needs some instruction? I feel like Claude is probably fine. I don't know, is Claude slowed down by any of his weapons? I feel like he is. But he, I mean, he doesn't have any space for weight -3 anyway, so we'll leave him alone. Claude is kind of perfect. He is kind of perfect. Ika's back on Monster Hunter Stories. Just like how he is in general derogatory and affectionate at the same time.
Thanks for... I'm...
Claude is too perfect. And what, do we finish off with Sylvain? Honestly, I feel like Sylvain's in a pretty good place. I feel like Yuri's in an awkward place where he's too spread out. You still have to fight the Elder Dragons. If only one of those dragons was named Valstrax. Was there a reason why I was making him learn armor? Because he doesn't really need a... I mean, I guess it makes it so he doesn't get slowed by Nosferatu. Huh. I mean, I guess, whatever. Typo demons are back. Maybe they've never left. Great
I
heavens.
would like to ask you something.
He'll deal 7 damage. Remember all that you've done. Trust that you've been useful.
Ah,
I don't even know if that was the right answer choice. Ironic, isn't it? I honestly didn't even read what he wanted. I'm just trying to get past this
Hilda,
month.
one day I.
What?
Well, if
Clock.
you didn't do.
Some things you can't learn in a.
Guess all that time was.
There is always more.
Perhaps I'll
Abraxas. Sunflower. You know, I was looking for the tile data for SOV, and did you know that the tile defense bonus is completely unused? It's all a void. That explains why everyone's hit chance is garbage, right?
This is.
Yep.
What's with the.
Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Yeah, why didn't that work? Oh, it's because he's technically only D+ rank. That'll explain it. Almost. It's almost. It's also because the game is 1 RN and weapon hit is relatively low in the game. I think Emmy said the same thing too. $60 hit Nosferatu Gaming.
Ooh, I like.
Awakening Nosferatu and its effects on the rest of the franchise. Was Awakening Nosferatu good or bad? I don't remember. Dorothea, Constance, Yuri. It's pretty good in hard and normal. You can pretty easily solo the game with Nosferatu on those difficulties. Nosferatu Soul Vengeance. Some bullshit like that.
wonder.
I think Hilda's.
You think? You said you were allowed to do that. You don't even need vengeance, but it sure does help. If he shows up in Storage 3, I'm taking his head. Now that's a threat I haven't heard of before.
Oh.
Someone take that man's eggs. I gave him permission to think. Apologies, Ave.
Could I trouble you?
Fort Mercy, we cannot enter whatever strategy.
Tax or authority? Nosferatu is kind of like Gale Force. It's a little overrated.
Professor.
I suppose it depends on which difficulty you're playing on. I mean, Gale Force is very strong on like normal and hard, but I imagine once you get to like Lunatic or Maddening, enemies are just way too tanky for you to sweep. Right? Something along those lines. All right, I don't think there's anything I can teach myself anymore. Actually, because of the investment needed to get it. True. At least to get it in like a normal run. Otherwise, you can just, you know, you have infinite time in Awakening where you just grind and grind and grind and grind. I don't know if I actually have any food ingredients to increase people's morale, so I might have to go to them and just make them eat a bunch of flowers. Spending 15 levels in a promoted mid-class without grinding is not easy. Yes, agreed.
Yes.
Professor, so many. And here it's almost easier to think about war as theater. With the stage, an entire continent.
Though actors die, the show goes on.
Something like that. If an accident happens on stage, the next day's performance must be unaffected. Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play.
That's like chapter 20 if you don't funnel. I think it's hilarious that Dorothea has a higher sword skill than I do. That's hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So many people, and here it's almost.
You might as well. Just start leveling up Isla's sword skill, I guess. You don't need to be good at using swords if yours is 1 to 2 range and deals physical damage. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's not like weapon skill affects how much damage you do. Like in, you know, fucking Fate's damage calculation bullshit. I want to talk to the person who designed Fate's weapon damage calculations. I need to ask that man what the fuck he was on. I want to talk to that guy too. Yuri and Constance, so I have to go to the Abyss. I bet that motherfucker made the Kitsune map. Hi, Constance.
It's not that but perhaps not to the point of shedding blood for her ideal. Of course, peace and...
Can you teach me just reason? Constance, do you like flowers?
What?
Seems like you do.
What?
How about pitcher plants?
What? What?
Hey you, what can you teach me?
Peace and...
I hear not to. I wonder what...
Oh hey, you can teach me armory. That's pretty good. So probably tomorrow, or rather next week, you can
Maybe. If we're not careful, it'll end up buried in rubble. Maybe
I can get a armor rank C and get weight -3. Imagine looking at the end credits of an FE game and you see senior designer, fuck you guy, or something similar. How tragic. Maybe he's just being paranoid. Wait, what do I do with these tournament fish? Do I just sell them?
Thanks. 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 Thanks.
Yeah, I just realized I had my inventory stacked with tournament fish. Okay. That all looks alright. Is there any like NPC here I should go visit? Well, did you eat your grass yet? It's a little tragic how much we have to funnel Raphael for him to be like a half decent mage.
Need something? See you again soon.
What was the whole point of organizing the shadow library again?
Pardon me.
What do you require?
All right, review
let
our
me
Raphael.
Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth.
Whoa, pal, take that back. Raphael gets a B. That's not a high enough score for a STEM major. What gives? Something's not right with that score.
Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed.
APs get degrees.
Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed. Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed. Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed. Now let me see. I expect much
Holy
from
crap.
this one. Yes, indeed.
Somehow Constance is almost a 5-star and everything. He excels in defense in question 15.
Fare thee well.
I guess she's high for a mage.
Professor.
Hey, you, listen, I hear that maybe there's like.
He sends crest bias. Oh my god, we spend so much time in these loading screens. It's kind of obnoxious. Ignatz, Hahnemann. Oh, I can go to Catherine. Catherine could teach me swords. Yeah, this game and Engage take forever to load. I wonder why. Yeah, geez, I wonder why. It's almost like it's running off of a 10-year-old technology.
Wow, I hardly.
10-year-old technology that's designed to break.
There is
The bane of monsters.
I think
Raphael needs all the instruction he can get in order to get to S ranked homes at this point. Actually, wait, I got ramen today. I'm gonna be a weep. Enjoy your ramen. I hope it's good. Maybe Emmy will notice me.
You're...
I'm good.
I...
Am I witnessing a crime in my very own chat? But forgive me, but I will have to destroy you. Understandable, but you have to catch me first.
I got... I got... I did...
Two more.
All thanks for the tip. Thanks for the. I'm looking shit.
Hmm.
That was...
All right. Any adjustment to goals? Is this faith and not faith, reason and authority? Anything? Oh, but it's probably just a loading screen for, yeah. The extracurricular.
This'll be useful.
Lance jab. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, so we'll run some ads. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. How are you guys doing? What have you guys been up to lately? It is Tuesday, almost the middle of the week. Have you at least been having a better day than I have? Let's go check out the greenhouse. We can get more grass for our boy. Oh no, what? Did I just get scammed? I didn't see any, either we got scammed or I forgot to spread Pegasus dung over everything. But I think we just got scammed out of magic grass for our boy Raphael. Yeah, I don't see any magic grass for Raphael. French robots deserve it. I will sacrifice myself to bring them down. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. You won't be forgotten. Who are the... So, I can do Lysithea and Shamir, I guess. Actually, I can't do Shamir yet. But let me check Lysithea. I never... Okay, so next instruction I need to instruct Lysithea and Shamir. Gotta remind myself of that.
This is... I've eaten...
How I do look.
Did they not appreciate the food? Too bad.
What?
Fort Mercy, we cannot, whatever stress.
Advanced drills.
Teach.
I wonder.
True. It's funny that the faculty can still teach you, but one. Oh my god.
Please, I've reached. I'll have to.
Shamir, Hanuman, Manuela. Manuela teach like swords or something. I feel like she does teach swords. Does. Yeah. Catherine also teaches swords. Who did I end up making another support with? Cynthia, Eloise. Interesting.
Wow.
Teach me your secrets, Catherine. Okay. Honestly, I think Balthus teaches me armor too. Advanced drills, swords. Honestly, doing instructions, not just instructions, but doing exploration is also really boring. It's not as time consuming as doing skirmishes, but it's just really boring and repetitive.
Professor.
I think the fates structure works way better, where you only need to do like one set of My Castle or one set of Somnium per chapter, not up to 4 or 5 times per chapter.
I hear not to. I wonder what.
You know what I mean? Right, there we go.
There was-
-3. That will help. It also helped the monastery didn't lag the console it was designed for. Too true. But that's making too much, I know. Wyvern, welcome in. Oki, thank you for the community hydrates, and please take a sip of water. Ooh. Marion and Hilda? Marion, Hilda, and Dorothea still need flowers. Okay.
Maybe I'm...
What if we made it so that every FE was run on the RE engine? That way it'll no longer lag on the Switch. Is that too crazy of an idea? Is Fire Emblem on Steam? It is not on Steam. Fire Emblem is a Nintendo exclusive. And so there has never been a Fire Emblem game on Steam. It is the only way they can sell their Switch games. I'm just kidding. No one buys a Switch for Fire Emblem. I would say one day, but Nintendo is more stubborn than PlayStation is.
can't.
Can't believe I'm resorting to using choir. Worth it. Nintendo doesn't even put their old games on sale 95% of the time. Putting their games on another platform, never gonna happen.
Professor, so many people here. It's almost.
Gift. I know you're sad. Have some flowers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank.
Hey, Turd Biscuit. Welcome in.
Thank you.
You have a good time on Ruby's stream? I was lurking in over there, but of course I had to step out so I could start my own stream. Hope you've been well. Marianne and Hilda, last ones. Yeah, it was nice. Did she finish that drawing of hers? I know she was starting on one when I had left.
I never, but after I'm ashamed. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Who needs food when you can just give everyone flowers? No one needs to eat in this army. They only need flowers. Build those all the way back up here. Wait. Flowers are all I can afford. I put the entire army's budget
how far we
into
can get with this plan. Dressing up like Imperial soldiers to sneak in.
growing magical grass for Raphael. The one for Shu, yes. The ultra kill one, no. I see, I see.
Years. 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 Years.
Okay. Finish. I think we have to do this one more time before we get to the next. Oh my god. Free me. Free me from this mess. All right, let's hit the just straight up magic probably.
It was.
Makes no sense. Hey, not bad. And Shamir as well. Just max out Shamir bow? Probably. And then all the mages so I can get their armor class to C.
I
don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I feel like getting mages to C-class armor makes a ton of sense. Maybe I'll do that for the next round.
every
Forget authority, just put reason in armor.
you're
Everything went.
oh me I'll try me
Oh, one left. Who should it be? On me? Elaine.
Off.
Hey, Famous, welcome in. Famous, I feel like I haven't seen you like talking about Manta at all, or like posting your legendary godlike Umas. How you been? What legendary godlike Umas? That hasn't been a thing since the URA. Oh god, that's so for real. It's too true. Same as mine. I know that I'm going to actually sit down and one day understand, Mant.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure, we can go say hi to Eloise.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here? Fancy a bit of fishing?
Yes.
You know, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Gerald. He and I would just sit here, casting our lines again and again.
Because I'm still sitting in A+ Mant range, which is like spending an extra 15 to 30 minutes to form the same Uma as Unity. I think I am... I want to say like half of my runs. Okay, to be fair, I've only done maybe like 4 Mant runs, but I've had 1 S+, 1 S, but like a completely garbage S. Like I'm talking... I made a Summer Maruzinski, and all of her stats are in the 900s, and yet that turned out to be an S. And then I've had 2 A+, so it's like really, really draining me considering how long Mant is just to get like an A+. And like I know people will say like, oh, if you have a bad start, just quit the run, you know? The AAAAS run? No, technically this was AAAASA. So it was Guts that hit S.
I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nibble.
Maybe if you're quieter.
Just like your father. You know all the tricks of the fisherman's trade. I was hopeless at it, but he was a master. In the time it took me to catch 1 fish, he could fill his basket to the brim.
But otherwise, I hope you've been well, Famous.
You know, talking to you, I'm feeling very nostalgic. Why don't you join me? We can trade some stories about the old man. We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed to age, right?
Yeah, the man was like 200 years old.
Once, when he was drunk, he let the secret slip. He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life.
Is this the same thing that like Yuri had? Yeah, doing well over here. Actually been spending a decent bit of my nights now catching up on your anime series you've been pinning off. What have you been up to? These days, my wife and I have been watching the new season of Refrain, and somewhat begrudgingly, we're watching Oshinoko. At some point, we want to watch Steel Ball Run, but it's only on Netflix, and we're not ready to resubscribe to Netflix yet. Can Kreskin make people live longer?
Well, we'd both been drinking. I figured he was joking, so I just
Yeah,
laughed
like
it
I
off.
can't believe it's only streaming on Netflix. It's crazy. You could always say yes, that is true. We could. We like to watch on in our living room couch though, so while we could make it work, it's kind of annoying to have to set up our laptop up next to the TV and everything. Wait, what is only streaming on Netflix? I had to meta melody Steel Ball Run, which without context really sounds weird. It's the newest season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, the JoJo thing.
Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100. And he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible person, to be sure. And I probably don't know the half of it. Actually, I'd like to ask you something about Gerald, if you don't mind. When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like?
He liked to fish.
In other words, he was exactly the same. When he was with the knights, he always found time to go fishing. He was hooked on it, you might say.
Oh my god, Eloise.
He'd say there was no greater pleasure.
So my latest
in life
series
than
I've been
sinking
watching
his
lately are
teeth into a
Yatagarasu,
fish he'd caught and
Chunibyo.
washing it down
I
with a
loved
drink.
Chunibyo, but it's been like, I watched Chunibyo in high school, so it's been a really long time. Teenage Romantic Snafu, that was a fun one. I also watched that in high school. Wandering Witch Elena, I have not seen that. And now catching up on the Shibo Yugi Death Games. I also have not heard of that. That's a lot of series though. I don't think I've kept up with that many series since like my college days. I feel like I've kind of weaned off on watching anime weekly at least. And now I kind of just like pick up one or two shows that I might watch with my wife.
This feels just like the good old days, when Gerald was sitting alongside me.
Fun times though. I used to back in high school I used to be the anime club president. And I'd make everyone watch all the shows that I used to like. I don't watch as much as I used to either. Getting old sucks. Shitari was the president of ours when I met them. Aw. Oh yeah, also Phyllis, jellyfish can't swim in the night.
I'm good, but I'm loud. You might want to run for cover.
But why these? I mean, okay, Yuri makes sense, but I mean, I guess technically both of these two could make sense. They have they both have unique classes that learn what's it called? Faith spells.
I want to leave. Don't make me do this.
I'm not making you do this, Yuri. You can leave if you want. Don't be so dramatic. The only jellyfish show I know is Jellyfish Princess. What's funny is that with the exception of Yatagarasu and Shubi Yugi, all these other shows I was like less than 5 episodes from finishing, so they were just sitting there for a long time. I totally understand that. I can't remember which shows I treated like that, but I know there's been a number of times where I was like so close to finishing and just decided I think it's one of those things where I think in my case they were all shows that were running weekly, and it might have been like, oh, I missed an episode because I was busy, and because I missed one episode, like I'd completely broken off the habit and just like couldn't bring myself to watch the previous episode and the next episode the following week. And you know, you kind of just let that go and go on and go on. Eventually you just stop watching it. I think that's what happened with me with those types of shows. It feels like I'm hearing about my own habits. I think I treat like dailies and gacha games the same way, where I log in for my dailies pretty consistently, but like the moment I break off that habit, like the moment I miss one daily in a gacha game, I'm like, okay, if I already missed one, it's fine to miss two, and if I missed two, it's fine to miss three, and eventually I just stop playing the game.
You didn't do so bad yourself. Wait.
So like probably that's the easiest way to weed me off a gacha game.
I'm a quick study.
You just have to get me to miss one of my dailies, and then I'll probably never play it again. Oh my god, guys, one more. Not items, abilities. Dorothea, you already learned weight -3. Pace of charm. Noted. Cut A's Wi-Fi and 5G for 24 hours and he's done. Probably true. Looking at my Annie list right now, and since I have my watching synced up to
Thank you
it,
for helping me
and I'm
with my
5
training
eps away
again
from
today,
finishing
Professor.
ReZero Season 3. Maybe I'll get to that one next year or something, I don't know. ReZero is a show I stopped watching after like the first season. I couldn't really get into it. I was not a fan of the main character, or really much of the supporting cast either.
I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Yesterday, I learned that Lysithea is voiced by the same actress that did Jenny the Teenage Robot. And it blew my mind. I'm looking at, no, it's kind of another live, try, die repeat show. I like Steins Gate version of that story better. I agree. I like Steins Gate a lot more than I like how Steins Gate does that trope more than ReZero. I think what really bothered me about ReZero is like just the sheer amount of suffering and like torture that they put Subaru through, where it just like it leaves such a terrible taste in my mouth that I don't enjoy watching it. Whereas I think like Steins Gate does a perfectly good job of representing that suffering without actually making it so like discreet and obvious. It's in a way with ReZero, it's like, hey, did you know that like we're torturing the main character? If you didn't realize it, we're gonna do it again, and if you don't realize it that time, we'll do it again until you finally pick up on the fact what kind of like story this is gonna be. And I feel like at least with Steins Gate, it's been a long time since I've watched it, but I don't recall having that sort of encountering that sort of feeling. Well, the difference is Subaru's suffering is physical pain, Rintaro's suffering is mental anguish. I think mental anguish is a lot more relatable than like Subaru's constant and consistent physical pain. It's just kind of disgusting. But maybe that's just me. I know I'm a lot more squeamish than the average person. Oh no, she's dead.
Sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
What do you mean? You mean white's not your natural hair color?
Delia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire. During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family, with the Empire monitoring our every
Because
move.
with Rintaro's, he's constantly
Parents could do
fighting to
nothing
try to
but
create
watch in horror
an
as all
outcome
of this
that the
unfolded.
universe is very actively fighting to keep away from him. Subaru, something goes bad, let me just die. Ouchies. Okay.
One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color.
What? Really?
During their
It wasn't?
experiments, they'd been doing things with my
Maybe
blood.
I'm shitting on ReZero too much? No, I think that's an appropriate
like
amount of
this.
shitting.
A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone.
Shoot, what's the word? It's like evidence-backed shitting.
Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test, and saw that two crests coexisted within me.
Never thought I'd see the day a bunch of Ganados can kill Wesker of all people. Is he supposed to have a gun? No, right? He just punches everything. Mia's playing is playing Resident Evil 4 right now, but she's playing the Valkyrie mode mod of Separate Ways, and it's like playing Resident Evil 4 remake on like super maddening. It's like 4 times the enemies at every encounter, including ads during like bosses. It's kind of nutty. But of course, like, she's doing this because the vanilla game's professional mode is too easy for her, so she's subjecting herself to this physical torture.
Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened.
How would the mages know that, though?
5 more years at most. Perhaps less.
Let me guess, that was 5 years ago.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for. But I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
It's too soon to give up.
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Let's try to find a way to undo it.
Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crest.
Lysithea, have you met our boy Raphael? Our triple stem major Raphael? Mr. I can one-shot all enemies without crests?
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Ugh, never mind. I know what you'd say.
What are you doing? Why are you gonna walk up on someone and ask them, what are you doing here?
I was just thinking about someone I used to know. Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately.
Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I blame you.
Wow, my fault? Triple STEM, associate, bachelor's, master's, and PhD.
I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past.
I can't really help it.
That's fair. It's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up? Though I may have done enough traveling for one lifetime. I like the idea of having a permanent home. And after all my time here, I've grown quite fond of folk.
Oh hey, I'm also 4 eps from finishing solo leveling season 1. That is a show I kind of wish I got my time back from. I feel like after watching Solo Leveling, I didn't really get anything out of it. Did you win? Nice. Yeah. You don't like offline grinding so hard you shit on competitive rank, but in anime form. Emmy, welcome back. That show is something else. I can't believe Baltus has so much Riz. He's got everyone lined up for post-war activities. Soul leveling is beyond the power of fantasy. It's a fun watch to just shut your mind off to, but yeah, I think I tried to understand solo leveling snooze. It's like I try to make sense of the logic and I can't ever do it. Oh, I need more yellow flowers. I'll be back. Raphael must have his grass. Right, guys. So, after this exploration, we'll probably take another break, and then we'll do... I actually read the whole manhwa to see if our MC actually ever faces any form of adversity. You can take a random guess the answer to that. Just say weed. That's how he gets through all of his science courses.
Hey, welcome.
He's got to smoke a bunch of magic grass.
You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again. Hey, welcome. Come again.
He doesn't think about the answer, he feels for it.
Welcome. Please come again.
There's really nothing you can do about the tournament fish. Oh, sorry, the tournament fish. We were pointing out earlier that the fish you catch during the during Flame's fishing tournament just stays in your inventory, but you can't like sell it or turn it in or do anything with it. Sweet Tooth Week. All this is in your right.
I've eaten.
Time to do all the advanced drills again.
Wow, I hardly. Look after them.
I'm getting the.
Oh yeah, we'll say my recently watched series. Highly recommend Yatagarasu. You haven't seen it. What's it about? I mean, I know what Yatagarasu is. It's like a bird yokai, right? I don't know what it's about though. Oh.
Well,
I don't need that night grunting in my ear, please. Thank you.
We cannot, whatever stretch.
Stop grunting in my ear, dude.
Each step. Richard. That's how the.
I thought that was you, and I was like, what the fuck? No, it's just like a random fucking knight. He's like pissed off about the state of things. This guy over here. I wish I could have fought by his side.
He used to serve in the Knights of Seros at Gronder. Apparently, he was originally a knight. He was an exceptional knight.
This guy right here keeps grunting whenever we walk past him. It's annoying. Well, we are at war.
Oh, it's called an.
It's mostly a politics drama, kind of like Apothecary Diaries, where there's a palace and courtesans. You're following the story of a Yatagarasu's second born to a country noble who gets in a bit of trouble, and his punishment is to serve the prince in the center as his servant for a year. Is it a yaoi show?
With this plan.
No? Are you sure? Sounds like a yaoi show. Sorry, I capitalized on the letter. You seemed extremely defensive when I called it a yaoi show. It was like the perfect reaction. I was like, oh my god, Famous, wow. I'm not judging you if you like watching yaoi shows.
I'll have to recruit.
Listen, it's cool. It's fine. I don't mind it either. I've watched my share. Dorothea, yeah.
I'll keep my. I can't.
Who else? I'll just. Silver Gauntlets plus. Is there really nothing else for me to do here? Guess I have no choice but to go say hi to the Ashen Wolves crew and sit through another loading screen. This is part of the reason why I don't want to go visit them, because of this long ass loading screen. It's not that I don't want to see them, I just don't want to sit in this. But nah, it's not. The prince is the next in line to power. He has the responsibility to select a wife. The Yatagarasu nation is split into 4 houses. They got 4 houses now. Each house sends forward a woman they feel is suited to be the wife of the prince. So you can see where the politics can get altered. Post timeskip monastery is kind of rough without most units recruited. You mean like in terms of like things to do? How do you mean?
Professor, peace and...
I hear not too. I wonder what.
I don't need any of this stuff. Go see how you're. I don't know why there'd be any drama. Just pick the best wife, the east wife. Unless there's a second go around, then we go south wife.
Maybe.
So, but I get it. One.
Maybe I'm.
All right, now we have to sit through another loading screen. Who do I hang out with? I already did the choir, right? Sauna? I've already done the sauna. This is the last weekend before the battle. So. Well, tough luck. I know, right? I've been struggling to use up all 10 of these activities lately. Mostly because I'm spending most of it on getting food. Just like the Uma's run, go figure.
Do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercius?
Stubborn old general.
Indeed, a very good. Seems Fodlan's myself.
Oh, I don't really need to learn any of these things. Dave's so smart. Thanks. I am very smart. All right. We're gonna go ahead and take a break before we start this next battle. We did this entire month only with explorations. We didn't do any skirmishes. That's why we were able to get past this month in only 2 hours. Only 2 hours. It took 2 hours to get past 4 weeks of exploration. And we didn't even do any skirmishes. That's fucking insane. Guma climaxing is super easy to win. Making a Guma that might have a half chance to win CM, not so easy. Only 2 hours. This game is so slow. I picked the fastest activity and it still only took 2 hours. I can get S ranks consistently now, but I know damn well the runs can be better.
I knew I was right to entrust that task
At this point, the ratings are an illusion to me.
Makes it easy to fool people.
Because I was telling Famous earlier that I had like Summer Maruzensky with 900 in every stat, and that's an S rank. It's like, great, it's an S rank, but it's not usable at all. And we're still on the first route. Guys, I heard a rumor that Fortune's Weave is coming out in May. I don't think we're going to make it.
Is that meant to be a compliment?
What did you write in the letter?
I informed them that reinforcements were on the way. It would have been suspicious for troops to show up unannounced.
So,
not with that
we'll
attitude.
Disguise ourselves as reinforcements from the Imperial capital and sneak into Fort Mercius.
Oh, you used my disguise plan after all.
Double-digit streams morning and night.
We've also procured
1 month to
Imperial
finish 3
Army
routes.
uniform.
Easy. I don't think it's coming out next month. Like, or not next month, but well, yeah, almost next month, right? Because like, if this game, if Fortune's Weave comes out in May, they have done an absolute garbage job at like PR or not PR, advertising it. I hope it comes out soon because I gotta switch to soon.
Ooh, good work. I knew this was the only way.
However, that
Hey, just like
alone wouldn't be
Engage.
enough.
You see, you would think they'd learn from their mistake with Engage. According to one gaming journalist, Fortune's Weave will be the Expedition 33 of 2026. That would be tragic.
You did say the plan needed a little more
I hope Fortune's
refinement.
Weave doesn't use any
Are
AI
you going to
assets
dress up like
or
Edelgard, Claude?
leaseholders.
I'm not sure that would accomplish much.
Guys, I knew it. Claude is the Flame Emperor.
In the letter, I included the name of the Imperial General leading the reinforcements.
My takeaway from the article, it's going to be French. Hey, speaking of the AI bubble, it's finally bursting. I'm holding my breath first. Rather, like, until my own company stops telling me to stop, until my own company tells us to stop using AI, I don't think the bubble's bursted yet. Also, fun fact, our strat here is a war crime.
While we're heading to the fort, a separate army is going to attack us.
We're going to be attacked?
That's all just for show, though. It'll be our allies who are attacking us.
Oh, I get it. We're going to make it look like the Alliance is attacking Imperial reinforcements.
Right.
I don't think the
When
bubble is all
troops in
that
the
close to
fortress
bursting
panic
quite
and
yet.
open
Stock
up the
market
gates,
hasn't fully tanked.
we're in.
It's okay, we haven't signed the treaties.
I'd love nothing more than for this.
It's not a
plan to
war
work,
crime
but
if
I've
there's
got
no
some
law.
bad news for you. Apparently, the notorious Death Knight has been placed in charge of defending Fort Merceus.
The Death Knight? That means Lysithea is up.
The one who kidnapped Flame.
The Death Knight.
Once the bubble bursts, we're
I did
going
not
straight
wish to
into a
ever think of him
recession
again.
2.0 electric bugaloo. But hey, at least RAM prices will be back down to like $80. Something Edelgard's speech bubble.
He got some acclaim in the battle to subjugate Western Fargus.
Yippee!
They say he holds the
The
most
economy is
military
shit, but at least
prowess in
RAM
the
is
Empire.
$80 again.
Even so, we've got Teach here to command us. All will be well. You have to trust us.
So your big plan is to just trust your professor?
And maybe they can
Really,
turn
boy?
all those empty data centers into affordable housing. You think they'll lower the prices back? They didn't after COVID prices hikes. I think for GPUs they haven't, but I thought RAM was pretty stable at like $80 to $90. I mean, that's what they were when we bought the parts for Mia's new PC. Affordable housing, good one. I know. Actually, one thing that could help RAM costs is Chinese high-speed RAM production ramps up and is allowed in US markets. Yeah, but there's no way that's gonna happen.
Under the professor's guidance, I'm sure we'll manage somehow. We're counting on the tactics you learned from Captain Gerald.
Leonie, stop being a Gerald stan.
Prepare yourselves, everyone. It's time. Teach, this is for your ears only, but there's actually one more part to my plan. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no choice.
No choice?
Absolutely. We can't afford to hold anything back. Thanks to Edelgard's strength, the Imperial Army is more unified than I would have expected. It was a painful realization, but after our battle at Gronder
Except
Field,
that the AI
it's
companies
clear
have
that we can't
very
win if
firmly
we don't pull
entrenched
out all the
themselves in the
stops.
government, so.
I also realized something else during that battle. There really is something special about you, Teach. The reason we were all able to keep our cool in the midst of the chaos was because we all trust in you, in your command and in your strength. Everyone here believes
now
that
the time
we
to have
will
this
win
conversation?
as long as we have you on our side. Our faith in you is borderline religious.
This sounds more like a, oh my god, stop treating him like a god. I know he is a god, but stop treating him like a god, please. Hey, wait, remind me, is Dimitri dead? Dimitri's dead. He got killed off screen. Hilda walked over and said, guys, listen, I saw Dimitri get stabbed 100 times. No art, no animation, no cutscene. It's just Hilda walking over saying, guys, it's so sad, Dimitri's dead.
You and I, we have what it takes to free Fodlan from the Empire's rule. I know in my heart that we'll make it through.
Best
to witness
FE game, by the
world
way,
after all the fighting has
Ripperonis.
ceased.
approaches.
Oh no.
Who are you talking about?
I can't believe we have to kill Casper now.
It doesn't matter. No one could take this fortress.
Sounds like a bother.
And Linny. We have to kill Linny.
Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that
Oh, hey, it's the let me sit in the middle and do jack shit guy. Damn, this chapter's gonna suck. I think I've said that about every chapter, though. Okay, we're gonna save here and take a break, and then we'll start the chapter as soon as I get back. All right, don't mind the ads. Hey guys, I'm back. If this is anything like the other missions, it'll be relatively quick compared to the rest of the stinking month. Okay. Do I give someone else the Kadeka's staff for now and give him the knowledge gem? I feel like that's probably not a bad idea. Who has the other knowledge gem? Does anyone have the knowledge gem? I don't think so. Oh, I don't want to sell it now. Did anyone get C armor? Maybe not quite. Oh, you did. Dorothy did. Well, we already knew Dorothy did. Oh, you Constance, did you get C armor? You did not. Let's see, looking at the currently airing anime, and man, this is a slow season. I mean, you have Free Run, but that's like probably it. Free Run and Steel Ball Run are probably your best bets if you're interested in that kind of thing. You gotta watch Free Run one day. It's pretty good. What else? Famous, have you watched Dungeon Meshi? That's another favorite of mine. Oh, well, that was quick. Oh, that was quick because I basically just turned away and you killed both of them. Interesting. Dungeon Meshi so peak. I recommend it. So peak, I own half the manga. Uncanny Blow. Oh yeah. We're gonna buy the other half later this year. That sounds super fun. Okay, I don't think I'm messing with anyone else's stuff. What about battalions? Nope, back to Assault Troop. What saddens me is that the last volume I own is where the anime currently ended, so no advantage for me. That looks fun. Ring 26 looks like there are a few good shows here. Witch Hat Atelier, Classroom of the Elite, Ascendance of a Bookworm, Needy Girl Overdose, ReZero Season 4. As much as I like to show, I will eventually get to it. I still can't believe they're making an anime version of Needy Girl Overdose. But the title, it seems like they're focusing on one specific visual novel ending. Is there like a subtitle to it? Taking Fort Merceus. AD streamer Overlord has 27 endings. One of them is named Needy Girl Overdose. Really? Famous. Could you confirm?
While awaiting reinforcements, the Alliance predicts the Empire will continue to fortify its defenses at Fort Merceus. Knowing this risk, Claude and a select few advance, hoping to gain entry to the fort through deception.
Could you confirm what the original, I want to say like Japanese title was of the game? Because I know that like in English, the name of the game is called Needy Streamer Overload, but I feel like the original title was something different. I feel like I read that somewhere. The original project name is Needy Girl Overdose. You're right. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I guess the anime is just using the same name as the original project name. Not necessarily that they're alluding to. The title was changed to Needy Streamer Overload for both EN and CN release, which I think was done on purpose because maybe they're trying to avoid certain like laws or title restrictions by using overdose in your game title. Either laws or like bad PR or something. That's my guess. Okay, I'm looking at the title in Japanese, and it's Needy Girl Overdose in Katakana, yeah. And so it makes sense that the anime would use the Japanese title. So yeah, my self-inflicted expectations are off. I have no idea what the ending they're going after for. It's probably just like the most generic or default ending. I think I've only done like a couple of the endings that one time I streamed it. I'm glad those VODs aren't around anymore. The fuck? Why is Claude? I mean, honestly, it's fine. I was like, what the fuck is Claude doing all by himself over here? But he's probably the most, like, the best person to be by himself right now. What's this about deleted VODs? I didn't delete the VODs, they just expired. Like, all Twitch VODs expire after, I want to say it's like after 3 months? Or it might even be sooner. I don't remember if they changed anything at all, but this was back before I started dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So YouTube, I don't release like original content on my YouTube channel. It's primarily a place just to dump my VODs for historical purposes so I don't lose them. Whereas, you know, Twitch, they delete all VODs after a certain number of days. I gotta check out old age stream one day. I thought maybe it wasn't you, maybe it was someone else, but there was someone who went back to check out my old VODs and they ended up regretting it because I had my shitty mic back then. Actually, the VN is quite short, so if the anime is formatted a certain way, we could get through many endings. It could be its own original ending too. So who knows? It could be anything. It could be garbage for all we know. It's probably going to be fine. That'd be a shame. Yeah, it really would be. They were already deployed, and then they have to show the animation where they
have arrived from the capital.
deploy it.
They clashed with Alliance forces in the outskirts of the city, but should enter the fortress soon.
You let them in? Make haste and slaughter them all.
Huh? Why?
No anime adaptation of a good source has ever been bad. Cough promise Neverland only has one season. Cough. Also, Abe, why is there a vid of one of your older models dancing? I mean, it's only Specialist. It was supposed to be like an April Fool's video.
They are enemies. Slaughter them all.
It's not like I'm strip dancing or anything or twerking. It's literally just Specialist.
We made it in. Professor, take control from the south. I have my own tasks to do from here. There are preparations to be made for our secret plan.
New sub goal. Also, I forgot to give Claude a better weapon. Not a better weapon, a better what's it called? A better healing item. I should find a Bibideba MMD for Didansu. What is a Bibideba? It's a Hochimachi Suisei song. Oh.
I see your skills haven't dulled yet, kiddo.
What did you expect? Everyone, listen up! From now on, the Elmyran forces will be fighting by our side. We'll work as one, and we will bring down that fort together!
I don't know, it kind of seems unfitting for the Elmyrans to be wearing like Oldland style plate armor.
An impregnable fortress is a wide open prairie once you get inside. From here, we'll attack from the north and south at once.
No different than a prairie, you say? You've got a strange head on your shoulders, kiddo.
Budget A.
For Nadir the Undefeated, this should be as easy as a walk in a meadow, right?
Or they didn't
well,
care.
Goddess or
Both are
Death God or
likely.
whoever they may be, let's crush them to dust.
I mean, clearly they spent their entire budget on pre-time skip. That's the most interesting. And then once they got to post-time skip, they're like, shit. Well, just reuse as many assets as possible. We're out of money.
I'll do my best.
Timing.
Much needed.
One day, intelligence systems will know how to manage a budget.
I do this for all of us.
Sunshine.
What's the best way to go about this? Should I split up my forces? One goes this way, one goes up top. How should I split it though? I can one-shot you, that's hilarious. Oh, actually, I only have one person.
What's my strategy?
Wait, I can go all the way up here. Who's the other person? Also, what's the win condition? Defeat the enemy commander. One commander or all of them? Wait, you're telling me I can let Casper live? I only need to kill Death Knight? Death Knight only, okay. Who the hell is hitting me? Oh, there's another archer over there. Oh, that's annoying. What's your fucking range? Oh, Violet, you gonna survive if I hit you from over here? Being weaker? No.
Another victory.
Alright, let's turn off battle animations again.
Leave it to me. Am I getting closer?
I have grown marginally stronger.
54 magic. She's almost capped on magic. That's unbelievable. Is 50 the magic cap or is it different for everyone? Do you do physical damage? 10. Yes, it is physical. What's your defense like? 25. It's gonna hurt a little bit. The bars go over, so I don't know how close she truly is. Oh, it does. Interesting. I hadn't realized it goes over.
I'm in.
Let's make this quick.
3 houses has insane stat caps. Oh, yippee, I found the MMD for the whole song, not just the chorus. Also, you need quotes if you reach level 100.
Shall we?
100.
Oh, yeah.
What's the plan?
$35, right? How much damage do you do? But then you're probably gonna seal attack, which is not great. What does Death Knight say? Nani, level 100? No, just 100, not 9 to E. 9 times E to the 158. Okay. How much speed does Death Knight have? 34. You know, I feel like Balthus would benefit from like Darting Blow or some shit. That'd be kind of broken. That's a lot of zeros. The joke about explanation point being a math operator, Abe, don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Okay. I recognize it now, but do I subject Raphael to all this pain? I probably should. Could also give him Nosferatu so he actually heals from all these hits.
At the ready.
Good hit. Surrounded by nerds. Ooh, nice dodge. $15. Okay, not bad. Manageable. I think these Elmarians are probably gonna die.
So close.
more effective.
Nice job, Tremere. How could you? Missed? Bro. Guys, I'm starting to think the Elmiran's gonna suck. Just a bit.
Still in it. Thanks.
Oh, okay. He doesn't move yet, but he might move before I can do anything about it, which would suck. Bernie, what's your move? Probably just kill these guys, right? Do I really need to break your armor? I don't know.
I'm that much.
HP is good. Yeah, why not use the steel axe? Unless, can I helm splitter? No! Yeah, I'll help the helm splitter using the silver axe. At least that way I don't risk taking any damage. There we go. Alright, there goes reinforcements. Now, how do I take care of this man? Honestly, you have... these guys don't have a whole lot of attack speed compared to some of the nuttier people who show up sometimes.
Well done.
Convoy. Pick up my silver axe again. Bonk. Alright, I think between these last 4 units I can definitely pick off this demonic beast, because that's 3 health bars in total. How much damage do you do? A bit, but not enough, I don't think. I use dark spikes, but I can probably use Seraphim. What if I use Swift Strikes on you? Not enough. I think I have to use Swift Strikes on like a weak point or something. Alright, Noah. Yeah. Okay, maybe I could have killed him with Swift Strikes.
Maybe.
What if I redid that?
What's the plan?
Oh no, because I don't have crit. He's immune to crit on his shields, huh? Man, I guess I wasted a Divine Pulse. Oh well. Guess it is what it is.
Maybe it...
Wasted Divine Pulse, go back and turn with Divine Pulse to get it bad and wait. Wait. I don't know about that one.
Oh, yeah.
I think I should be giving him a killer axe.
Leave it to me.
You know, I didn't consider whether or not... Ooh, that's annoying. Hold up. Well, maybe it'll work. I have Bluganone. Maybe he'll crit. He crit. Okay. Shouldn't have doubted.
Amazing.
Should not have doubted Raphael.
The time is ripe.
Report! The Death Knight is moving. It looks like they're abandoning the fortress and making an escape.
We need to put an end to this here and now. Come on, let's circle around and cut off his retreat.
Frick. He's moving.
I'm not there yet.
Wow, I'm surprised Lysithea got strength.
keep your expectations.
One hit and Happy gets a whole level up.
I guess all the fighting paid off.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
You guys are like 1 billion miles away, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it.
Apologies.
I'm in.
All right.
Sunshine.
What do you think about this? Raphael, crush this man's balls. Sylvain, create a path.
I sense.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's running. Someone get him.
Let's make this quick.
So if I have dark spikes is not enough to kill. Let me think. How do I make up for the last 5? I do have rally magic. So that's what, 4? I mean, it's that or I use what's it called? A gambit, right? Because I don't think this over here gives her dex speed and luck, which she doesn't necessarily need. There's no way she's going to be doubling. Not with dark spikes, no.
What's my strategy? %80 chance to hit? I'll take it.
You're stronger now. Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
Nice. 8 whole damage. Alright. Is there any loot here? I mean, I guess it's just EXP that I'm missing out on. Not even that much EXP because I'm way higher level than that anyways. So now if I use dark spikes on you, you'll be dead. Easy.
At the ready.
I do this for all of us.
Sorry.
So close.
Gotta train them.
And my range is kind of garbage, but oh well. Alright, let's send them out. I don't think there are any treasures here. I feel like this was not the intended way of doing this, but whatever. It's definitely more fun. Dark spikes.
I have no need of you.
Death Knight bullying with Lysithea is a classic.
Follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
He's hiding something. It's annoying to do what he's telling us to, but we don't really have a choice. After him.
Returns. Raphael MVP. Unsurprising.
It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
Just runs down a vertical fucking wall. Oh, is this the nuclear strike? The literal fucking missile strike?
Run! We have to evacuate immediately!
Yeah, at least that guy has some sense. It literally is a missile strike. Holy crap. Nuclear launch detected. Can we divine pulse this?
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
Yeah, damn. Wait, does that mean Linhardt and Casper are dead?
Hey, kiddo, what was with that javelin of light?
Javelin of light. Well, that describes it pretty well. The fortress was supposedly impregnable, but look at it now.
Casper and Linhardt are probably still dead, yep. Rest in peace.
It's hard to imagine that the Empire would do something like that. But if not them, then who? And for what purpose? If they wanted to kill us, then why wait until now to use it?
We almost died just now, and without an answer to any of that. Speaking of unanswered questions, why is Nardell here? Care to explain? I get the feeling there's something you two are keeping from us.
I'll go ahead and see my subordinates off to Elmira, kiddo.
Wait, Nadir! Are you really just gonna leave me here and run away?
I hope to see you again, Judith. And you too, Professor. I'll be praying for your safety.
Nadir?
He's fucking running off.
Are you saying that Nardell is actually Nadir the Unstoppable?
Unstoppable?
It's actually Nadir the Undefeated. Almirans love grand titles.
I knew he was no ordinary person, but to think he was the great hero of Elmira.
Hey, can we really afford to be chatting right now? If another one of those javelins of light falls, we're all dead.
Claude, there are things I wish to ask you, but first we must hurry and withdraw.
Right you are. Come on, everyone. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
They could have used one of those on us the entire time.
It is time for you to explain. Why are you so close with an Almiran general?
He's my uncle.
Well, he did quite a bit for me when I was younger.
When you were younger? So, before you joined House Regan. How and where did you meet him? There aren't many opportunities to meet a general from Almira in Fodlan.
If that's what you believe, it's only because that's what you've been led to believe. There's a big, wide world outside of Fodlan, and it's overflowing with different places and cultures. You think interacting with outsiders is odd, but isn't avoiding contact with the outside world far more unnatural?
Don't change the subject, Claude. To the people of the Alliance, the Almirans are—
It's true that there's a history of hostility, but why should that mean we're doomed to remain hostile forever? The Almirans aren't monsters. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? If you just give them a chance, you'll see that they're people. Right, Teach? What did you think when you met Nadir?
He's a reliable general.
I'll tell him you said that. And I'm sure that if all of you got to know him, all of your preconceived notions would change too. I know you guys, and you aren't the type of people to reject someone without trying to get to know them.
But how did those Almirans even get past Fodlan's throat? I doubt my brother would just let them pass without saying anything.
Yeah, about that. I actually made sure your brother met Nadir in advance.
What? Lord Holst met with an Almiran general?
Oh, so that's why you were so interested in my brother. But wait, they're supposed to be bitter enemies. They've fought each other several times before.
I know, it was a big gamble. But rather than having me try to convince them myself, I knew it would be easier to just have them meet. They were taken aback at first, but sure enough, they hit it off. They were even drinking to their newfound brotherhood before parting.
It makes sense. If you take the greatest heroes away from the battlefield, of course they'll get along.
Fighting one minute and drinking together the next? Men are so weird.
Ultimately, someone's bloodline has nothing to do with the friendships they forge. Relations between the Alliance and Almira is a matter we'll tackle in the future. Still, I want to take this opportunity to make one thing clear to all of you. After we defeat the Empire, I intend to tear down the walls that separate Fodlan from the outside world. I want to let people and goods come and go freely, and in doing so, eradicate prejudices about the outside world.
Would it even be possible to achieve such a thing? It directly contradicts the Seros tenets.
Does it? I'm not so sure. In any case, I'm prepared for the inevitable.
Wait, you're not going to elaborate?
New ways
Does
of
it?
doing things
I don't
are
think
always met with
so.
resistance.
Why not, Claude? What about it?
During our time
We
at
don't
the
even know
Officers
what any of the Seros tenets
all of you
are.
overcame the
It's never
barriers
been
of
explained to
birthplace,
us.
Status and ideology. Having gone through so much with all of you, I have no doubt that, in time, you'll understand.
I guess there were a lot of different people there. People we wouldn't have met through the normal course of our lives.
Dusker once opposed the kingdom, but there was someone from Dusker there. Brigid once invaded the Empire, but the Brigid princess was there. We ate at the same table as those people. Sure, sometimes we didn't get along, but other times we helped each other out. Can we really draw a definitive line in the sand and say one group of people is all good and another all bad? If I can realize my dream, Fodlan will be reborn. The old age will end, and we'll welcome a new dawn.
But if...
Save your objections for another day, Gloucester boy. That said, there are more pressing matters to discuss. Our next step is to invade the Imperial capital, right?
That's right. I'm sure Edelgard is eagerly awaiting our arrival, and that reinforcements from the Alliance Lords should arrive soon. Let's make sure we're ready to greet them.
Apparently we're not going to be talking about the tactical nuke that the Empire has their hands on.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War.
Pretty sure if you tell everyone about those tactical nukes, no one's going to be joining your army anymore.
Claude's plan to call in Almiran forces succeeds. And
It's
the
fine. They
Alliance
probably
army
used up
captures
all
Fort
of whatever
Mercedes.
those were.
Before they can celebrate their victory, javelins of light rain down from the sky and destroy the fort. Forced to temporarily evacuate, the Alliance army regroups at Garreg Mach until it is ready to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
We're going to give Edelgard a whole month to regroup before we attack them again. Of course. It makes sense. Is it a tactical decision or turn-based warfare? God damn it. So true. Another 5-week month. I hate this.
It's almost time to invade the Imperial capital. We still don't know where Rhea is.
Can this chapter
If
be the
she's
last
alive,
one,
she's likely
please?
in Enbar. Hopefully we manage to find her without too much trouble.
I think our army might need the time more than hers, Abe. She didn't get hit by a nuke. I mean, Claude didn't get hit by a nuke. Do we really need anyone else besides Claude? I wonder if she's still alive.
I know, but if we're not careful, she'll just be whisked away again. I'm sure you must be anxious to see her again.
Honestly, I'm not. This is not at all about how I feel. But I have no choice but to pretend that I care about Rhea.
I understand. You need to see Rhea again so you can
How
figure
anxious
out
are
who
we
you really
really?
are. But we're going up against Edelgard here. It won't be so simple.
Our next stop is the Imperial capital. We've sure come a long way.
What are you talking about? This is Garreg Mach. It's where we started.
Oh my god, Raphael, please.
I didn't mean literally, Raphael. I was speaking symbolically.
My earnest desire to protect the Alliance has carried me this far. It will not fail me.
It's a shame your stats couldn't carry you at all.
I am sure the rest of you all have your own reasons to fight as well. Of course, I
Raph,
understand that the
Raph,
fight will
Raph,
not end
Raph.
until we defeat the Empire. And now the time has arrived at long last.
Wow, they gave
To march on
Lorenz
the
like
Imperial
6
capital,
whole lines
defeat
here
the
instead of
Emperor.
1. That's impressive.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? We all come from different places and have different goals and dreams. But thanks to those two, we were all able to come together and overcome all sorts of challenges. You are referring to Claude and the Professor, I assume? Even within our own odd group, those two are particularly unusual. Oh, so you are aware that you're odd. Well, it was simply a figure of speech. I am speaking about Claude and the Professor right now.
They're like the wind and the trees.
Huh? Claude and the Professor are? What does that even mean? And who is which?
Oh, I was just thinking that if we're the birds, then those two are like the trees and the wind. The Professor is a great tree that kindly embraces us and watches over us as we perch on its branches. And Claude is like the wind, pushing us forward as we soar across the open sky.
The metaphor about the Professor is solid, but I think Claude just blows us around on a whim. Still, we owe him a lot.
I think that's beautiful, Marianne. I can really picture it.
The Professor giving tree.
When this war is over, I'd love to paint a picture of those two. Oh, and of all the people we've fought with
All
as
right,
well.
everyone, you heard Marianne. We all need to stand on Professor at once.
You mean like a historical painting? I like that. Maybe our descendants will look at it a long, long time from now.
Wow, Leonie, don't say that in front of Lysithea.
I must say, that piques my interest. I look forward to seeing how you portray my valiant efforts.
When you put it that way, we may be witnessing one of the greatest events in Fodlan's history. It's a lot of pressure, but the sense of duty I feel is even stronger than the fear.
I'm just happy to be here with all you. I won't get scared, no matter what we face.
We have our goal.
I think Raphael should have more
Imperial
lines.
capital. Let's get to work.
He's only said 2 sentences this entire cutscene. No, not hanging out with Sylvain. That man doesn't deserve my time. Okay, I think we'll call things here, guys. I actually have to get to work early tomorrow, so no long streams for me today. Okay, I didn't realize how much I forgot Leonie is there until she has multiple lines to speak. All she ever says is like, that's what Gerald would have done, or I miss Gerald. Gerald would have liked this. Alright, I'm clearly way too tired. Let's go find someone to raid. They should be back on Thursday. We'll probably continue more of this, hopefully. But we'll probably do the same thing where we just do exploration until the next chapter. Maybe that's probably for the best. I mean, at some point, I could just skip all these side stuff and only do the chapters on stream. Maybe that'll save some time, because otherwise, you're literally going to be... I mean, it doesn't really change much, because the next month I had to do the same thing. The final missions themselves only take me like an hour. or less. It's just leading up to it takes a bajillion years. I spent more time doing exploration than actually being inside that map. So that was kind of frustrating, but whatever. That would save time on stream, but you still have to chug through it yourself. I don't mind chugging through it myself necessarily, because I feel like I can skip through a lot of the text. What if you just don't use your professor points? Wild idea now. I think we're still trying to at least achieve something, like for example getting Raphael to S rank reason, which might not be possible in the time we have left. But I mean, you're right. Like, in theory, I could just press the skip button down at the bottom here, and we would probably still be able to beat the game. Right now, I think I'm like 3 levels higher than the enemy, at least according to that last mission. So yeah, I don't know. I think we've like hyper optimized enough of our characters to take on Edelgirdle by themselves. Oh. But the nuke. Okay, we'll just avoid the nuke. We have like 140 avoid with alertness plus. Just don't get hit, Famous. That's the easy strat. Don't get hit. Big brain thinking right there. Exactly. Can't lose if you win. I'm trying to see who wouldn't mind if I read it and ran. Maybe Vivian will not be mad if I raid and run. Currently playing some repo. Alright. Let's go say hi to Vivi. Okay. You all have a good night. I will see you guys later. Okay. All right, bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.